Alright, we are back in Call of Duty. I kid you not, 20 minutes ago I tried recording this on Siege, and Siege is terrible. Terrible for recording commentaries. It's awful. It's awful. And the reason I went and redid it on here is because this video is kind of important. It's important to me, so I wanted to make it better quality, because the story I have is I crashed my truck. So what happened was, me and my friends were all gonna go ice skating again, which I recorded a video about that. I just have been way too lazy to edit it because it was on Siege, and that's a nightmare.
Hardpoint located.
That has been a nightmare to record on thus far, and I really don't want to edit Siege gameplay because of it. But anyways, me and my friends, we're gonna go ice skating again. Today's Friday as of recording, so it was last week on Thursday. Week and a day ago, so 8 days. And I was supposed to go pick Lane up, so I did. I went, got to his house, in my truck, picked him up, and the way to Braincam's house, there's three ways we could have taken. One way I wasn't going because it was snowing, and I'm like, yeah, that one's gonna be a bit of a stretch for me to go through. The other one's a long way, but it's a safe way. And then there's a quicker way, but it's sketchy. Well, I don't want to say it's sketchy.
Hardpoint identified.
It was more like, never go on that road in the winter. I haven't yet, until that day. And I asked Blaine, like, hey, that road good that you know of? He's like, oh, should be. I went on it already today, like a half hour ago. Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, he made it, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem if I can't. We go on it, get up the hill. Keep in mind, I'm in four-wheel drive the entire fucking way, so I don't want people being like, oh, you should have put on four-wheel drive. I had it on. And so, go up the hill. Fine. Typical uphill in the winter. No problems. Start going down. We're taking it slow. I'm going about 20 miles per hour because there's, I want to say, like an inch of just powder snow on the road. It's a town road, so it doesn't get plowed fucking ever, I guess. And so we're going down, get to final stretch, the final fucking stretch of the hill. It's a downhill S. Make the first S, just fine, no problems. Second S, that's when shit got real. That grenade's on me. So we made first turn, fine. Get to the second turn. I'm on my brakes. I'm only going 10. I was only going 10 that entire S turn. So I'm on the brakes. Start turning the second my wheel turned. It was fucking drifting. Hit patch of slush, and so once I hit the slush, it dragged me to the side of the road, which, New York, if it's the side of the road and there's slush, you're fucked. That slush just took me in, and so we get into the side of the road, get almost halfway through the S, or the final curve, and we hit the snowbank from the plows that I already went through previously, hit the guardrail. My tail end hit the guardrail, or so I thought. And that guy shouldn't have spawned there.
Hardpoint locked down.
And then we landed at like a... We landed on the edge of the ditch, so it was like... We were kind of like tilted 45 degrees. And... See, it would have been fine. Everything would have been great if we just stopped right there. Nope. Momentum. And gravity. And slush. We just slowly... Like, I kid you not, that was the slowest roll in my life. And we landed on the side inside the ditch. So I'm like, hey man. Well, I didn't say hey man, The second we stopped rolling, I'm like, "You good, man? You good, Lane?" Yeah, I'm good. I'm like, all right. Probably should call 911 now.
Hardpoint active.
Get on the phone, 911.
Hostiles have the
911.
hardpoint.
Where's the emergency? Tell them. All right. Are you guys all right? Do you need medics? Oh no, we're good. We're just hanging here. We're just still inside, sitting sideways. All right. If you guys can't get out, call back and we'll get someone going quicker. Whatever. Thank you, man. He hung up on me. That was it. He hung up on me. And then during the call, I hear someone outside, and Lane's like, "Is that Wyatt? His older brother?" And I hear the voice finally. I'm like, "Oh shit, that is Wyatt."
Hardpoint is secure.
So I started pounding on my window since I'm the end that's up. I'm up in the sky. Lane's in the ditch.
Hardpoint
And
identified.
so we're pounding on the window going, Wyatt, can you hear us?
Deploying RCXD.
And you hear from the outside, I hear pounding in there. He was on the phone with
Hardpoint
911.
is active.
I hear pounding in there. Someone's in there. And so I'm like, shit, he's not hearing us yelling.
Hostiles
So I have to open the door. And keep in mind, in a 2009 truck, that door is fucking heavy. It took me all I could. Keep in mind, I'm trying to support myself upwards so I'm not like almost upside down to where all the blood goes in my head. Instead it'll just go to my arm. And so I'm holding my my left arm. Yeah, my left arm is touching the door. My right arm reaches and grabs the door handle so I can open it. And I get it open.
Hardpoint located.
I really tried something.
Archangel, going in.
I open the door and then I use my left arm to push as hard as I can to get that door open. Got it open.
Hardpoint
And
active.
I open it. I go, "Hey Wyatt, how's it going?"
Nice to see you again.
"Oh hey, it's Timmy." He's still on the phone with 911. "Oh hey, it's Timmy." And then Lane goes, "Wyatt." "Oh, Lane's in there too." And I'm like, "Cool, help please, Wyatt." Well, after I said that, 911 hung up on him also. And so I close the door because that's all I can do. He climbs up onto the side of my truck and lifts the door up so I can crawl out, which, let me tell you, trying to crawl out of a truck that's sideways and you're paranoid that it's gonna fucking roll over completely,
Using
that's a
Archangel.
pretty difficult task.
Feel that? They're
So-
about to break. Give them enough.
So what
Hardpoint identified.
I did was I stepped on
Tossing frag.
there's so you got the center console, dealership's down there too, and there's like a little siding, like a little
Hardpoint
half,
is active.
don't want to say half wall, it's just a divider,
Hardpoint
so
is
the
secure.
shifter and everything is covered up. So I put my foot on that, I kick myself up,
If you have something to say,
And-
you best say it.
I managed to hook my feet out, and I got out.
5 of them.
And so I get out, I look back at the truck, like, is Lane able to get out with Wyatt, or am I gonna have to climb up there and help him? And then I look back, he's poking his head out. Alright, I'm like, okay, he's good. So I call my mom, and the call with my mom, I'm like, shit, mom's gonna be pissed. I just got this shit fixed up too.
Hardpoint located.
That's the other thing, I just fixed up that truck
Reaching the LZ.
for $1,000 to fix a gas
I never
tank.
stood a bloody
And
chance.
I immediately crashed it. I'm like, fuck. Call my mom. She's like, where? I'm like, right here. You don't have to go quick. You can finish work because she still had 15-20 minutes left. I'm like, you're good. Sheriffs aren't even here yet, so when the sheriffs get here, you can come whenever. And she's like, okay, you guys okay? I'm like, yeah, we're good. So she called 911 too. And so I'm out. There was another guy there that was just leaving, which Wyatt ended up telling me, oh yeah, he just wanted to take a picture and leave. I'm like, oh, thanks, asshole. Well, that guy's an ass. whatever. Wish I got the plate so I could tell the sheriff, because that's illegal, and pretty sure. And so we're out, we're good, we're looking it over, and my tires are fucking bald. I knew that my tires were bald-ish. My mom knew. I told my mom the last time I went in the shop, you should probably tell him to give me tires. She's like, nah, it's just the outside. It looks bald. I'm like, whatever. Something happens, I'm gonna not let you hear the end of it, which I'm not letting her hear the end of it. But yep, the sheriff's got there. He set up at the S where I started drifting as a roadblock. Comes out, I'm like, hey, how's it going? No, good. You? I'm like, pretty good for a guy that just crashed his truck. And he's like, so what happened? Both me and Lane say, colon 10, hit slush, game over. And the sheriff's like, yep, that'll do it. Asked for our IDs, gave him it. He started the accident report. Me and Lane get into Wyatt's truck because he had the heater blasted in there, warm us up. Because it was like 10-20 degrees outside when that happened. And it was snowing pretty hard too. So we get in, warm up. My mom starts showing up. So I go over there, talk to her. She's not mad. She was more worried, I guess. Which rightfully so. I put it in a ditch sideways. And yep, and Lane was on the phone with his mom. Wyatt was on the phone with the dad, and I talked to their mom like, hey, sorry for almost killing your kid and all that. And she was like, her main concern was if we were still gonna go ice skating after that. And my mom talked to her. She's like, no, they're not going ice skating. They're both going home. And then the plan was me and the guys were all gonna hang out at their house too after ice skating. So we're like, so are we still able to come over? And she's like, oh yeah, you guys can still come over. Yeah. So his mom's not mad, which thankfully she should have every right to be, because I did endanger the life of her kid. But thankfully she's understanding and all that, which I'm super grateful for. And I'm super grateful that we're both fucking alive. That was the one thing that I said. I'm like, well, I'd rather have destroyed the truck than to kill us. So tow truck gets there. Tow truck operator spends like 20 minutes trying to even figure out how the hell to get us out, because the way it was, my truck was sideways. It's a 3.5 foot drop of a ditch, and there was some water in there. The truck did take on water, but not enough to kill the speakers on the side and everything. It just got a little dirty on the inside, thankfully. But it was like in the right spot. There was the guardrail at the back, and it only gave like a foot wiggle room. Then there was a hill drainage for the housing up on the top of the hill, which if I kept going another foot, that would have been pretty bad. But yep, they got it out. I was pissed too, because I just bought Seether's newest album on CD, and I bought the Creed Greatest Hits of All Time CD, and they were both in the truck, and I was pissed. Because first off, truck's taking on water. The Seether album, that's a fucking paper album, like CD container. I'm like, fuck. So once they got the truck out, my mirror on the passenger side, that was fucked up. Had a nice old dent. The dent was apparent first, and a couple scratches at the back. I didn't really look at it when it was on the back of the tow truck, or the side that was in the ditch, because I climbed in through the driver's side once they got it out and stable to get all my shit out. Which, another thing, I had my iPad, my PS4 my second PS4 controller, and I had my sleeping bag and all my deodorant and stuff, because the plan was go from ice skating to Lane's house. And so I'm like, fuck, my iPad better not be broken. I mean, it is an old iPad, granted. I got it when I was like 13, 14, and I'm 18 right now. So it's an old iPad. It's old software too. So yeah, that worked. Once I got it out, I checked it. The bag outside was a little wet, but everything inside was dry, which, thank God. Sleeping bag was soaked, which that's just a dry wash and dry to fix that. But yeah, tow truck operator. I got my CDs. Got this Creed CD. That one was fine. Seether, the little booklet that came with it, that was too damaged. I had to throw that away. It was like literally flaking the ink off. So I had to throw that out. But the album cover, it's a little wrinkled up from the water damage, but it holds a CD and it still has the graphics on it, so it's serving its purpose. But yeah, it could have been worse. And tow truck took it out. It's all fixed up now. It's, well, partially fixed up now. I got it. I drove it home from the shop. I shit you guys not. It was $600 for the tow, but I have AAA, and we didn't give the AAA information to the tow truck operator, so we settled the receipt now. That's all taken care of. Should be getting a little bit of reimbursement from that. A third of it was for the tow. A third of it was for just the tires, and the rest was for mirror and labor. And the engine itself locked up on the truck when we rolled. Like the second the truck started rolling downhill, engine just said nope and shut down entirely. And so my uncle had to turn that over by hand and drain the oil out of places it shouldn't be. But I drove my truck home. I went to start it up yesterday. Fuel injector's clogged from all the shit at the bottom of the gas tank. So that's gonna be the third tow in under a month. Today's the 24th. I got the AAA for Christmas, December 25th. In under a month, I've had to get 3 tows already, which is fucking insane. So yeah, that's what happened. That's been the fun. So yeah, it could have been worse. It thankfully wasn't. And bonus, I didn't even get a ticket out of it. Not saying, I don't want to say I should have, because the cop definitely was in the right to have given me a ticket for driving on that road in the weather conditions. I would understand it. I would be a little pissed about it. Like, man, you're a sheriff. You're supposed to be not that guy. If it was a Stadia, I would have been fucked for tickets, but no, the sheriff was chill. He was super nice guy. So it could have been a lot worse. But no, I only lost my cool once, and that was I got off the phone with 911, and it realized that my brain just like, I'm in a fucking ditch. So I just screamed fucking punch the roof of the truck, and that was it. I feel like I kept it pretty cool for someone who had his first vehicle crash and endangering the life of a friend. But yeah, everything's good now. Everything's good now. I just got to get my fuel injector replaced now, and get my third tow to get it to the shop for it, because it won't even fucking start. But yeah, that's been my fun. That's been my fun for the past week. And the guardrail gave it a nice racing stripe all on the passenger side, from the fucking light all the way to the back. It's got a scratch from the guardrail, so I own it. I own that scratch with pride. That I see it as a scar. But yeah, this is gonna be a fucking long video, but I just want to really talk about it, because this, in hindsight, it's really fucking scary to crash your truck with a friend, but it could have been so much worse. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for listening to my fucking yap session. Started up college this week, so hopefully my upload schedule will return like normal. Well, it's not going to return like normal, because it's going to be opposite days now. I'm not able to record on Tuesday mornings or record on Thursday mornings, so instead I'm going to be doing my fucking commentaries on Monday, Wednesdays. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my should have been traumatic but not really traumatic. It's funny now. When me and the guys were hanging out, afterwards. We were just all laughing about it, like, yeah, that was a dumb decision, but we're alive. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this. And I haven't streamed in a while, so don't go follow the Twitch for when I do stream. It'll be rare if I do. But yeah, with that being said, see you guys in the next one.